Hi, and welcome to the Secret of Ultimate Holistic Health. My name is Dr. Sujan Sen, and it's absolute pleasure to welcome you here. Now, I have been a medical doctor for nearly 40 years, and over this period, I have seen thousands and thousands of patients. What I have noticed that whenever a patient comes with the symptoms, either physical or mental, it's an usual tendency to address that symptoms most of the time. But what I observed that despite having all the treatments, they get better mainly in relation to that symptoms, but the overall person as a whole is not 100%. I assume you understand what exactly I mean. Now, what I have also noticed that it needs a little bit of skill and expertise to understand the person and look into the person as a whole so that you get an idea of where the person is coming from and what may be the root cause of the symptoms. Now, because of that, I have researched for last 10 years, and it was an extensive research to look into all the options to address the whole person as a whole. I'm talking about holistic approach here. Now, what I have noticed that a whole person has various components of health. It's not only physical, not only mental. It also has a social component of health and also a spiritual component of health. Now, as a result of my research, I have compiled a small course and which I named as the Secret of Ultimate Holistic Health. Now, sorry, let me go into the next slide. Yes. So what you will get in this that will help you. Now, in here, I have included 5,000 years old secrets of fountain of youth and health. You'll also find the ancient secrets of our ancestors' healthy lifestyle and practices to live in balance and rhythm with the nature. Obviously, you know that 5,000 years ago, or even 2,000 years ago, we didn't have all these nice houses with all these comforts and everything. We did not have all these lights, fan, AC, and all this. So they have to be comfortable with whatever they had in nature. So they tuned themselves in nature to balance themselves and stay as comfortably as possible. You will also find here the most enduring, time-tested healing modality that is prevailing all over the world. When I'm talking about all over the world, I'm talking about the eastern part of the world, as well as many of the Western countries, including Germany, France, Switzerland, America, Poland, and so on. So you can imagine that these thousands of years old secrets of healing are still helping people to get a vibrant, healthy life. Now, in this short course, you will also find the different constitutions of the body and how to diagnose the imbalance in the body and how you reset and rebalance the whole body. You will also be able to know how to nurture all these different components of the whole body to rebalance the system. Health is not only the absence of disease. I think most people believe nowadays that if he has not been diagnosed with any disease, he seems to assume that he is perfectly healthy. I beg to disagree with that. Now, that means that the health exactly is harmonious existence and functioning of man in his body as a unit of the universe. Our body is a microcosm of the macrocosm. As you know, in the world, there are 5 elements: air, fire, water, earth, and space. Similarly, all these 5 elements are also inside the body. So you now know what is there in this course for you. Well, many people tell me, I'm already fit and healthy. Why should I do all this? Yes, I do agree. You are fit and healthy now. Does that guarantee that you will not fall ill either tomorrow or maybe few months later or maybe few years later? So therefore, it is always recommended that you take steps every day to be fit and healthy tomorrow and forever. You know, prevention is always better than cure. It's not only yourself, you can also encourage your family and friends and tell them how to be fit and healthy all the time so that you can enjoy your life. Now, I've seen many people, they are most of their energy is focused on their career and earning money. They are not paying as much importance that they need to do or need to pay towards their health. As a result, what happens? They develop some of the diseases over the years. So health is our most important asset. So therefore, we should encourage your family and friends to be fit and healthy as well. This is another one which is commonly heard: I'm too busy. I do not have time to look after your health. That's what many people do, when they are going for the lunch, they quickly grab something and come back and start working. Similarly, when they go home at the end of the day, they just relax with a cup of coffee or a glass of wine, watch some TV, and then have some food and go to sleep. Now, if this is the situation with you, I need to tell you something. If you do not have time for wellness, you will have to make time for illness. That's a renowned quote. So you can appreciate what I'm trying to emphasize. There's another quote that people say, I do not have time for meditation. Now, one of the Buddhist monks told a very nice quote. He said, if you do not have 1 hour to do meditation, you will find 2 hours to do meditation. Or he even said, you have to do 2 hours meditation every day. Now, what's my message? So my message is, be aware of these ancient and modern systems of medicine, evaluate them and adopt them when appropriate. Broaden your horizon of medical treatment options. For example, you have got something, they have suggested you operation, you don't want to do operation, find out if there is anything else that can help you with whatever you have got without operation. For example, previously, few years ago, when people had kidney stones, they had to undergo an operation to get rid of the kidney stone. Nowadays, we have got some rays with which you can melt the stone and it will dissolve and it will come out with your urine. Now, there are other types of modalities of treatment with which you can melt tumors. In the ancient secrets of medicine, there are methods which also help to reduce the size of tumor or dissolve the tumor completely. Now, this is the most important thing. Listen carefully. You have to take responsibility of your health in your own hands. Let me tell you something here. You might have heard or seen the wheel of life. Imagine a uh, bicycle tire or the wheel. In the wheel, there are many spokes. You have seen that? Now imagine from the center of the circle to the circumference, there are different spokes going across. Now imagine each of the wheel, each of the spoke is one part of your life. For example, one spoke is your personal life. One spoke is your financial life. Now, who takes responsibility of our financial life? Do you give anyone else to take responsibility for your financial life, to manage your finances? I don't think so. And do you give someone else to take responsibility of your personal life? No, that's right. So similarly, friends and family, who decides which friends you will have or with whom you will make friendship? You decide, isn't it? So that in that part also you take the responsibility. For example, hobby. You have got particular hobby of doing cycling, doing running, doing yoga, doing meditation, whatever hobby you have, reading, you decide. Someone else doesn't tell you that make your hobby this or that, isn't it? So you take the responsibility for that part as well. Similarly, when you decide your life partner or romantic partner, who decides? It's you. So you take responsibility for everything. And when it comes to the most important part of your life, which is health, why do you like to others to take responsibility of your health? Why do you give it to a doctor or some healer, somebody else? I feel strongly that you need to take responsibility of your health. And when I talk about health, I talk about the whole body in as a whole. So you need to make the whole body in balance. And when I talk about whole body, I talk about physical body, mental part, then social health, then the spiritual health. Now, spiritual health seems a bit intangible thing, but I will discuss that in details later in one of the lessons of the modules. Now, Western medicine has also recognized and incorporated the spiritual health into their practice. So, and use natural methods whenever possible. When I talk about balance, try to identify the imbalance early and rebalance and reset the whole body. The last thing is be your own doctor, as you know your body better than anyone else. Thank you so much.